Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. Today is what? It is Trash Talk and Empties for October and November of 2025. Last time I did this was the end of September. At the end of October, I was on a mini vacation with me and my guy and XOXO EVI, that is Evie and her husband Vic, and we went to downtown Disney. So by the time we came back, a few days had passed. I hadn't gotten around to it. A few more days had passed, and I'm all, it's past the first week of November. I'm just going to hold on to it. And so that is what we have. We have the empties for October and November. So it's always empty when I do it because I've got everything laid out, and I've got a trash bag below me here, my little table, so we can talk about stuff, and then I can just throw it in the trash. So I actually have a good amount of stuff, and I was fairly surprised, and I think I did pretty well. I'm going to go for the bigger items first. Yeah. I didn't do a taste test on it, so this is a little more of a review. Mama Mancini's Italian style sauce and cheese stuffed chicken meatballs with 5 cheese center. Now, this is actually the second time we've gotten this. He threw it away in the trash last time, and so I was able to retrieve this one before he chucked it away. It's all chicken white meat. It is more, the sauce is more savory oriented, so I can't say it's saltier, but it is definitely not a sweeter taste. I end up adding some ketchup to my portion of it because I like a sweeter sauce. But this is nice. This is very soft. And I think this last time I did make it with spaghetti, and I didn't have to use any extra sauce for the pasta part of it. So I do recommend it. I can't remember the price of it. Oh, there's stuff inside too. How about that? So this is something that I got at Costco. Can't remember the price point. Probably above $9, but below $12. So that's all I can say about that. My grandmother came to Brooklyn, New York in 1921 from Bari, Italy. I was raised on her cooking, and my passion for food started in her kitchen. My grandmother's culinary secrets were use only the best ingredients, be patient, and if the dish took hours, the most important part was making everything with love. So yeah, this is just basically heat in the microwave. You stab it a couple of times, stick it in a bowl in the microwave, heat it up, and yeah, for about 10 minutes, and it's ready to go. So that's always a nice change of pace where I don't have to roll out the meat or anything like that. The next thing is a little bit of a declutter. I got this back probably 2022, 2023. And this came from Social Sampling. Now, they haven't sent out a free box to Californians, and that's part of their deal. They are a Southern California family-owned business that does sampling. They also are in grocery stores that are particular to Southern California. Sometimes they can be found in Northern California as well. But this was Miracle Tree Organic Moringa Super Energy Infusion Moringa Vanilla Oolong Grape Tea. Superfood herbal tea, ingredients with a purpose, energy without the crash, no GMOs and gluten-free, vitalizing amino acids, powerful antioxidants, and I didn't care for it. So it's kind of a declutter. After 2 years of not being touched and sitting in a drawer at work, I just, it sounds like it should be great. Grape tea? Oh my goodness, that sounds great. No, not really. So this is sort of a declutter, and after being expired for more than 2.5 years, I just decided to get it out of my drawer at work and get rid of it. 'Tis the season. Nose drops equate nasal spray. I get this off as Amazon, but I do believe this is a Walgreens brand. It is phenylephrine hydrochloride 1%. This is not Afrin. Whatever Afrin uses, this is not it. I can't use that other ingredient. It just doesn't do anything. So this is it for me. I always show them once in a while just to remind you, keep your sinuses clear. The next one, again, was not a taste test, but this is one of the items that I got at a Los Angeles gas station. as we did our downtown Disney trip. I don't know which one it was. We stopped at like 3 of them. But this is Bimbo, B-I-M-B-O, Bimbo rolls, cinnamon rolls with raisins. I found them absolutely disgusting. There was barely any cinnamon. There was no such thing as icing. I do not like raisins in my cinnamon rolls. He loved them. I think I suffered through 2 of them. He ate the other 4. So he's a little bit more used to the Mexican convenience store items. I did not find this. It stayed soft, and trust me, this had been in a bag for a month, and it was still perfectly fine with 0 mold. That should tell you something right there. So I did not care for them. It just smells sort of bready, and I don't like raisins in my cinnamon rolls. So that was a hard no for me, but he found them delicious. Okay, food-wise, next thing is Crystal Light. At the end of September, I had just bought this box just to try to see how I liked it. Try and get a little bit off the soda. Since this time, and this was I had just put it in my empties, even though I had just opened the box just to have something to talk about. I have gone through 12 boxes. That is 48 gallons of basically 5-calorie Crystal Light sweet tea made with black tea. So it doesn't have, it's 5 calories. It makes 2 packets make a gallon, 1 gram of carbohydrate, and nothing else worth talking about. 12 boxes. So I am not a tea drinker, but I've gone through 12 boxes. That's 48 gallons. Gallons. I take a box to work and it goes through the week. So I am cutting down to a certain degree on sodas. I'm only getting 0-calorie Mountain Dew. I have stopped getting 0-calorie orange Fanta, 0-calorie orange Sunkist, and 0-calorie A&W. So I'm just sticking right now to the 0 sugar Mountain Dew. I have to have that caffeine in the morning, and I don't like hot caffeine. Hot caffeine makes my heart race. So I'm going to recommend this. Super thumbs up. 10 stars out of 5. This is how much I like it. 12 boxes. So this is definitely a plus for me. All right, going through the bigger items. Now I think I might have mentioned this before, that I had just was finishing this at the end of September, or maybe I'd already used it up. I can't remember, but for some reason it was still in my bag after the rest of the stuff had been emptied. So this is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I have since started the charcoal sort of gel-like one that Michelle Wavy Like the Ocean gave me, so I'm going through that now. But for some reason I didn't throw this out. I don't know if it just had a smidgen left in it or what the last time I did the September monthlies, but for some reason this was still in here. I highly recommend the Garnier line of micellar water. So there's that. Airspray. Limited edition Febreze vanilla. This was at my brother's apartment when we had to get everything out because he's in the rest home down the block now. I hate the scent of this. He hates the scent of this. We do not like vanilla air freshener, so that is a hard no. We are so glad we are done with it. We will never buy it again. The next is Sure Sense Apple Cinnamon. This may have been something that my brother bought himself when he was still driving back at the Dollar Tree. And when we got it, it was probably, X amount left, so we've used it up. I like the apple cinnamon scent. I would prefer the Febreze one. So empty. Time to throw it away. Next is Suave Bamboo and Hibiscus Volumizing Dry Shampoo. This actually worked really well, not just to zhuzh, for your hair getting a little bit oily or whatever, but it really did volumize my hair. That's not something that I actually really want. My hair is thinning. I'm on the second one, which is rosemary and mint right now, and it's more than half empty. But would I get it again? Yeah, I would. It was an interesting thing that my hair is so thin these days that I should enjoy the volumizing. But I actually did get compliments from subscribers and other fellow YouTubers. Gosh, your hair looks really great. And this was it. So there is that. Okay, some vitamins. B12. I've finally gone through Nature's Bounty Quick Dissolve B12 500 mcgs. They're quick dissolve tablets. I found them very helpful on some of the B12s and the B vitamins that I was running low on. So I did enjoy that. I'd get it again. They're very, very tiny little pills. Next is Argan Oil of Morocco from OGX Shampoo, Repair and Strengthen, New Improved Formula. This came in believe it was a Walmart beauty box. I had never tried this particular formula, scent, whatever it is, the argan oil before. I use usually OGX's biotin and keratin one, but I don't think this did as well on my hair as normally I would feel after using another one of their formulas. So I still think it's good, but it's not what I hoped it would be. I still prefer the other OGX formulas. Next is, I really love these. These were from Ipsy. This is the Karma Beauty Truffle Leave-In Conditioner. I love this stuff. When I found it on Ipsy, I buy 2 or 3 of them, as many as I can, as add-ons, and I finished this one. I don't know when I got it. I didn't write that down, but I'm done with it. Great stuff. Love it. All right. So, we do have a mix of stuff here. We have, again from Ipsy, Hey Honey Elements Wrinkle Smoothing Multi-Peptide Serum. This went fairly quickly. I'm pretty sure I got it out of Ipsy. I don't know what month, but it went in a month, so that's fine. Next is PUR 4-in-1 Cloud Cream Gel to Water. I took this to work, and I definitely I started it in September and was done with it in October, so it went really quickly. I do like the gel to creams. Next up is Defense Toner by Lily Fan. I accidentally bought 2 of them. One came in my Ipsy bag, and I didn't know it was in my Ipsy bag, so I bought it again. This is the first one. I still have one in my stash. I took it to work and used it there, and I like it. I don't know if I'd get it again. It's a little bit too greeny smell to me, but it worked well. Next up is TLW Winter is Coming. It is a conditioner. It was just used once. It was just enough for one go with this amount of hair. I wasn't impressed. It was okay. I won't seek it out again. I can't remember if it was Ipsy. No, this one I think was definitely Birchbox when I was still getting that. So, Next up, let's see, Sephora. Did I get this out of Ipsy? Or was this Mary Catherine? I can't remember, and I usually write things down, and I didn't. But I did write Ipsy on the back of it, so maybe that is it. But I could have sworn it was something Mary Catherine sent me. It is a super brightening serum. It is a vitamin C. And this went very quickly. Took it to work in like less than 2 weeks. I was done with it. I think that was in October. So, Mary Catherine, if you sent me this Sephora one, thank you, thank you. If it was Ipsy, even though I did write Ipsy on the back of it, I could be wrong. So there's that. This one was La Soiree, S-O-I-E, I think that's it, La Soiree. I started this, where are you? Did you come off? I'm pretty sure oh, yep, there we are. Started it in April. And this is something Scotty gave me. This was part of last year's Christmas present. So it was a set of 3 serums. I had taken this to work. It's taken me this long to use it. It was very watery. It was not as thick as I had expected. It did its job, but on a bare minimum. So I don't advocate buying things from Ross, but he tried really hard, and it was probably our first Christmas together. So there is that. Now this one I was surprised at. Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. So it's somewhere between a serum and a toner, and I loved this stuff. I started it was Ipsy, and I started it in August, and I'm done now at the end of November. That's probably the fastest I've gone through a toner, and it's an essence toner, so it is thicker. It is a little more gel-like. Not totally runny, but not totally thick either, and I would definitely get it again. All right, next up is makeup. Makeup. I'm going to tell you, once again, that the best eyeliner for me is Maybelline's New York Unstoppable Eyeliner in August. This has been my tried and true for decades. decades. Now, the reason I'm going to tell you about this one is that I've got, how many in here? It's falling apart already. I have 2 from Ipsy. I think it was a Beauty Creations Dare to Be Bright gel pencil. I don't know if you can see that. It's broken off all the way in. Every time I sharpened it, it broke. Same thing for Love and Craft and Beauty gel eyeliner pencil. They just kept breaking. Every time I'd sharpen it, it would break. I wouldn't get it on my eyes, or I'd get it halfway across my eyes and then it would break. And I'd sharpen it and then it would break. So I do not recommend any of these gel pencils that you have to sharpen, especially when they come from Ipsy. I don't care the brand. It just is not working for me. There we go. Next is, you can't really tell, but this was NYX, and it was, do I get any? No, I've used so much of it. It is a purple. And I've got other purples from Temu, so I'm not buying it again right now, but when I am done with those, I will be repurchasing this. So NYX eyeliner, twists up, never had a problem with it, used it till it was dead. So I love that. The next one is Illuminati, and I am pretty sure this is one of the ones that Miss Stephanie at Glitzy Gem got for me on our Temu swap, and it worked lovely. I'm done with it. I think I went through these faster than some normal items. They do have a smudger little sponge on the end, but I never smudge them. I like a more precise line. But thank you so much, Stephanie. Alrighty, here we have another Temu item, and this was Hand Divan eyeshadow stick, and this was a maroon, and I've used it to death. I've pried stuff out of it and used it all up. It took me at least 2 years. I cannot find it. I love this particular maroon, and I cannot find it on Temu anymore. Or if it is, it's local, and I am not going to pay $2.99 to have a stick of eyeshadow. So I'll find another maroon, whether, you know, it's on Temu, it's another brand, or if it's ColourPop, because I think they're having a sale on their shadow sticks right now, at least $2 off normal price. But I love this maroon. It goes really well with a lot of the clothes that I have. Speaking of ColourPop, it has taken me at least 2 years to go through these, and they are the ColourPop Powerpuff Girls. It was a blue, and I've used it to death. So, and then this was another Powerpuff Girl. It was an orange, sort of a bronze color. Let's see if I can see that. See the glitter on that? Oh, I love that. So those worked really well. I like them. I do like the formula that ColourPop has on their shadow sticks. All right, gotta hurry up because my phone likes to die at 30 minutes and we're at 18. So first thing I have is Avon's cotton rounds. These are the good ones. I brought another Amazon brand that had 3 of these packets in one bigger packet, and I do not like them. I do not like them at all. That'll be for another time when I'm finally through with them all. I will go back to these individual packets that might be under $3, but they stayed a bit together better. They don't fluff out all over the place, and they do what they're supposed to and hold it together while they're doing it. So I definitely recommend this particular brand, Amazon Basics Cotton Rounds, 100% cotton and allergenic. So we've got that. All right, so here's all the little flat goods. So I have 2 sleeping masks that came from Temu. The frozen sleeping mask with Centella, brightening, preparing after sun, and deeply nourishing. Well, I'm never in the sun, but I'll take the deeply nourishing. We also have another one that was Jae collagen firming sleeping masks. I know I've given these out as part of Mask Monday giveaways, etc. They're just like a little gel sleeping mask that you can leave on. It's a moisturizer. It's not going to hurt. You don't have to wash it off. They're just cute little ones from Temu. The next one I think was a freebie off of Instagram, and it was NYX Face Freezy with AVEC, niacinamide, and snow mushroom, and just a cooling primer moisturizer. I don't use it as a primer because I don't wear face makeup, but it was nice little, you know, right before bed, put on a little bit of a moisturizer. So that's what I did. Would I go out and buy it? No, I found got far better moisturizers than this, but it was fun to try. We've got steam masks, Fresh Morn steam eye mask. Don't know what scent this was because I ripped off the top, but you know, you just open it up, exposure to the air, put it on your eyes like a sleeping mask, and it's not going to be so hot that it's going to boil your eyeballs or anything like that. That they're nice, especially when you have like a little bit of a headache or etc. We have that. Oh, the eye masks, yes. Once again, I did super great on the eye masks. There's some that I don't even know what they are. Let me see if I can get them all together. Okay, so we have the Blue Mora, which is, I believe, one of the ones that Mary Catherine gave us the heads up on. And there's probably 10 different types, a total of 30 of these packets for, I don't know, what was it, $10? So I did a vitamin C, 2 vitamin C's, I did a green tea, I did a marine collagen, did a retinol collagen, which did not bother me, so that was good. But for some reason, the snail mucin, I wrote on the back, I wrote on the front, ripped easy. None of the other ones did, but the snail mucin did. I have no idea why. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of that brand. We have a Grace and Stella Nita Lift firming eye masks. So that one was always good, Grace and Stella. Spa Life is fun as well. I think this one had, is that the one that has the colloidal silver and gold in it? A good brand. I will repurchase those definitely. No name brand, 3 more of them. So I'm doing very, very good on the eye masks for once. We also have a Wander Beauty that I'm pretty sure, gosh, I don't know if I got it from Birchbox or if I got it from Ipsy, but it wasn't, it was one or the other. So Wander Beauty is always a great brand. Alrighty, we have a couple more items. We went through the Beauty Creations watermelon makeup wipes. Now this says that I bought this myself from somewhere. It doesn't have anybody's name on it. But yeah, beauty wipes, I'd get them again, for sure, for sure. But my favorite beauty wipes are the Neutrogena Ultra Soft Cleansing Towelettes Makeup Remover Fragrance Free. It is pillow soft. It takes off all the makeup. And now, again, I'm not doing face makeup, I'm doing eyes and lips, but it takes it all off. And then it leaves my face feeling very, very soft. So whatever residue or moisturizers that they have in it, besides the removal of the eye makeup, it's like having like a sheet mask or a moisturizer on afterwards. So I definitely highly recommend the Neutrogena brand. I did 2 foot masks, one of which was earlier tonight. And these were from Amazon. It's the Suradec brand, and it's the grape seed moisturizing foot mask. There is enough serum even after you let your foot sit in it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. There's so much lotion or serum on your feet. You just keep rubbing it in, makes that dry, tight feeling on your feet go away, really. Now, I don't technically have neuropathy per se, haven't been diagnosed with it, but I keep telling my endocrinologist that the feeling that I have in my feet, and I still feel, is of wearing socks, little toe socks, you know, the toe socks, made out of super tight, desiccated skin. This helps with that so much. It really does. It gets to the point where it's like I need to do this a couple of times a week. So we'll see how that goes, but I do recommend the brand. Now the masks themselves. We have an elastic Q10, 15-minute one. This was from Shop Miss A. It was nice. I don't remember anything remarkable about it. It did its job, but it was from Shop Miss A. The next one was Z Flashed. Oh, they were eye masks. Here's some more eye masks. Don't remember where I got these. Isn't that a pretty color? Sorry about that. If it was Ipsy, if it was Birchbox, I can't remember. I'm going to say it was Ipsy, but I like them. I remember I like them. They're pretty. I'd get them again if I saw them. The next is another Q10 collagen mask that actually Miss Sylvia Jackson gave me. Thank you so much, Sylvia. I had such a fun time meeting with you and your family, and so thank you for the friend mail as well. So this came from Sylvia Jackson, one of my awesome subscribers. The next was from Sylvia. It was another foot mask, and it was a Freeman foot mask. I think it was from the Dollar Tree. And so thank you again, Sylvia. We did an exchange when I first met her and her family. I'd bought, like, filled up 2 boxes of stuff from my stash, and then so she reciprocated and sent stuff from her stash as well. So that was fun. We have Sylvia Jackson, repairing gloves, coconut oil, milk extract, and hyaluronic acid. So these were hand masks. So this is a peel. It always does a good job. So I highly recommend it. Let's see. We have Shop Miss A. This is Esfolio, one of my top brands as well. And this was the snail essence mask. Always does a good job. Always recommend it. Oddly enough, you can find them cheaper on Shop Miss A than you can on, let's say, Amazon or even Stylevana. So I recommend them. Tomato, Shop Miss A. This is the Naisture, Naisture. It is the tomato everyday veggie slice. Love these things. They're great. I recommend them for sure. Moon Velvet Vifactory. This is from Amazon, something I purchased myself. You can't beat this. This is a cream-based sheet mask, and there is so much extra cream. You can cover your legs, you can cover your arms. It's great. I love it. Let's see, this one is Naisture as well. Yep, Shop Miss A. Here's the other end of the tomatoes. We've got carrots as well, and this is a good one too. Let's see. And this Moon Velvet, again from Amazon, both of them were the last of the expired in 2024 masks that I've been trying to go through. So now that I finished all of the expired in 2024, I'm going to go through all of my current masks, pull out all the ones that are expiring in 2025, because I've got more coming from Amazon and the Black Friday sale. So we've got that. And we have not one, but 2 masks that I did in collabs. So the first one is the Wicked Apple Scented Face Mask, Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. I had Sally and the apple scented mask, Love You to Death. And this was gifted to me by Erlene. And we did a collab with Mary Catherine and Christine, FabFit Mama. And yeah, I liked it because it was a very nice, clean, crisp little apple scent. So, and we'll be doing another one soon, maybe in the next 2 weeks, so keep your eyes peeled. And the last one was the other collab with Kimmy, and Kim from Iglia. So I was the cream center in the Kim and Kim sandwich. And this was Hello Kitty, and this was gifted to me by Kim from Iglia. Kim's a little of a lot because it says tea time, and it's Hello Kitty. So this was around my birthday, so this is what we were celebrating, and that was it. So thank you so much, everyone, for visiting with me today. I know I've got to hurry along because my phone stops recording at the 30-minute mark, and we're at 28 minutes. So please take good care of yourselves, take good care of each other, and I'll see you around the net. Bye.